There's a lake on Earth that's permanently pink, a waterfall that runs blood red in the middle of Antarctica, and a hole in the ocean floor that used to be dry land. These aren't legends. They're documented, studied, and mapped by real scientists. And after decades of research, most of them still don't have a complete answer. 15 places, every one confirmed real. Number 1 involves a signal from deep space that was never heard again. Let's start.
This isn't folklore. Every location on this list has been studied by geologists, biologists, or physicists. And in every single case, the full explanation is still incomplete. Let's start with a structure so massive, it can only truly be appreciated from space.
Number 15, the Rishat structure in Mauritania. Astronauts call it the Eye of the Sahara, a bullseye pattern nearly 25 miles wide, visible from orbit. Scientists once suspected a meteor impact. Now they believe it's slow geological uplift and erosion. But the exact sequence that created such a perfect circle is still debated. Number 14, Blood Falls, Antarctica. A waterfall the color of blood, flowing from the edge of Taylor Glacier. It's fed by an ancient underground lake, sealed off for possibly millions of years, filled with iron-rich brine. Microbes living inside survive without sunlight or oxygen, and ecosystem researchers are still working to fully understand.
Number 13, Movile Cave, Romania. Sealed shut for an estimated 5.5 million years until its accidental discovery in 1986. Nothing inside depends on sunlight. Every organism survives on chemosynthesis, feeding off toxic gases instead. Dozens of species living there exist nowhere else on Earth.
If an ecosystem sealed off for millions of years sounds strange, wait until you see a lake that's naturally, permanently pink. Number 12, Lake Hillier, Australia. A lake the color of bubblegum, year-round, safe enough to swim in. Scientists believe it's caused by a combination of salt-loving algae and bacteria, but they still haven't fully confirmed the exact chemical process behind the color. Number 11, the fairy circles of the Namib Desert. Thousands of perfectly circular bare patches scattered across the grassland, almost too evenly spaced to be natural. Some researchers blame termites. Others argue the plants organize themselves to compete for scarce water. After years of study, ecologists still don't agree. Number 10, the Potomsky Crater, Siberia. A massive cone-shaped mound discovered in 1949, made of crushed limestone with a hollow center. Theories range from an underground gas explosion to a failed meteor strike. No explanation has been confirmed.
Now we're getting into the ones where entire structures exist, and nobody can explain who built them. Number 9, the Longyu Caves, China. Discovered by villagers in 1992, these are massive man-made caverns, carved with incredible precision. No historical record explains who built them, what tools they used, or why. Just the evidence that it took immense planning to pull off. Number 8, the Yonaguni Monument, Japan. A submerged rock formation with strikingly straight edges and stepped terraces, sitting underwater off Japan's coast. Geologists remain divided. Some insist it's a natural rock formation. Others argue it shows clear signs of intentional shaping. Number 7, the Great Blue Hole, Belize. A massive marine sinkhole, over 400 feet deep. Expeditions inside have found stalactites, proof this hole was once a dry cave, long before rising seas swallowed it. Researchers are still mapping its full history. If you think buried caves are strange, wait until you hear about a fire that's been burning continuously for over 50 years. Number 6, the Door to Hell, Turkmenistan. Set ablaze accidentally in 1971, this crater is still burning today. Researchers who descended into it found bacteria thriving in soil at its scorching rim.
life persisting in conditions that should be completely sterile. Number 5. The Nazca Lines, Peru. Massive geoglyphs carved into the desert, fully visible only from the air, created centuries before flight existed. To this day, nobody has confirmed exactly who they were made for. Number 4. The Antikythera mechanism, Greece. A 2,000-year-old bronze device pulled from a shipwreck that functioned as an ancient analog computer tracking the sun, moon, and stars. Nothing this advanced appears again in history for over 1,000 years afterward. The knowledge seemingly vanished.
And now, the final 3. Because number 1 involves a signal that came from somewhere far beyond Earth. Number 3. Socotra Island, Yemen. Isolated for millions of years, this island evolved plant life found nowhere else on the planet, including the umbrella-shaped dragon's blood tree. Scientists are still discovering new species here today. Number 2. The Bermuda Triangle, Atlantic Ocean. Dozens of ships and planes have disappeared across this region over the decades. Most cases have plausible explanations: severe weather, human error, equipment failure, but not every single case has ever been fully resolved. And number 1, the WOW signal, Ohio. In 1977, a radio telescope detected a powerful 72-second signal from deep space, matching almost exactly what scientists predicted an alien transmission might look like. It was never detected again, not that night, and not in the nearly 50 years since, despite repeated searches of the exact same coordinates.
15 places, different continents, different centuries, one thing in common: real science applied by real researchers, and still no complete answer. Maybe that's what makes them worth talking about. Not the mystery of what we don't know, but the reminder that our planet, and the universe around it, is still full of things nobody has fully figured out. If one of these surprised you, you already know what to do. Subscribe now, because next week, we're covering 10 discoveries that made scientists rewrite the history books entirely. And tell me in the comments, which of these 15 would you want explained first? I read every single one.